During the height of the Cold War, a mysterious box fell from the sky and landed deep in the Canadian wilderness. For over half a century, almost everyone believed the man who found it had invented the entire story. Today, we're taking a closer look at the mysterious box that fell from the sky and the incredible truth hidden inside it. In 1962, a man named David McPherson was walking through the Lutz mountain forest near Moncton, Canada, when he witnessed something he had never seen before. A large square object was slowly descending from the sky beneath a parachute. He visited those woods regularly, yet this was unlike anything he had ever encountered. The strange metal box was equipped with screens and what appeared to be cameras. It clearly didn't belong in the forest. Nobody was waiting to recover it after it landed. Believing it had been abandoned, David and several friends transported it back to his home. The mysterious box weighed about 414 pounds. After examining it for several days, David became convinced it belonged to the United States government. He eventually contacted the media and made an extraordinary claim that almost nobody believed. He insisted the object was a CIA surveillance device that had somehow ended up in Canada. Not long afterward, Canadian military personnel arrived at his home and requested that he hand over the device. They offered no explanation about what it was or where it had come from. Faced with that situation, David turned the box over to the authorities. For the rest of his life, he wondered what had really fallen from the sky that day. More than 50 years passed, yet he never changed his story. He repeatedly told friends about the day he found what he believed was a CIA spy device hidden in the forest, filled with technology unlike anything he had ever seen. Still, nobody could confirm what it actually was. David passed away in 2 needless stains without ever learning the full truth. Even so, he never abandoned his belief that the mysterious box had been part of a secret CIA operation. As many people know, the United States government regularly releases declassified documents about former intelligence missions. Every so often, those files solve long-standing historical mysteries, and this was one of those cases. David's son later announced that his father had been right all along. Although most people had dismissed his story for decades, newly declassified American documents confirmed that the object David had discovered was exactly what he had claimed: a sophisticated surveillance device packed with cameras that had been dropped by parachute from an aircraft during a Cold War espionage mission. For 55 years, the McPherson family kept the story alive while facing constant skepticism from people who dismissed it as nothing more than another conspiracy theory. Official confirmation finally arrived decades later, proving that the humble woodsman had indeed stumbled upon a highly classified piece of American surveillance technology. The case also highlights the enormous scale of Cold War intelligence operations, many of which continue to come to light through the release of declassified government records. The mission was carried out by the CIA. The purpose of developing this advanced device was to monitor the Soviet Union. Because Canada and the United States share such a long border, it is believed that strong winds may have pushed the device off course during a test flight. Instead of landing where it was supposed to, it drifted into Canadian territory and was lost. The United States government later requested Canada's assistance in recovering it from David's home. When the Canadian military refused to tell the McPherson family where the device had come from, it's likely that even they didn't know the full details. They simply knew it belonged to the United States government. These surveillance systems were used during Project Genetrix. High-altitude balloons carried sophisticated cameras and intelligence-gathering equipment over hostile territory, collecting photographs and other valuable information. Today, satellites and other advanced technologies have completely replaced those balloon missions. Throughout the 1950s and the early 1960s, the United States launched hundreds of high-altitude surveillance balloons equipped with automated cameras over the Soviet Union, China, and other communist-controlled countries to gather military intelligence. For more than 50 years, most people dismissed that claim as impossible. For decades, he was labeled nothing more than a conspiracy theorist. Today, we know he was right all along. These balloons operated at an altitude so high that conventional aircraft could not easily intercept them. Once the mission was complete, the instrument package separated from the balloon and descended beneath a parachute, allowing recovery teams to retrieve the equipment. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more fascinating stories like this in the future.